আপনারা দেখছেন ILFL সকার নাইট। সৌজন্যে নীলাজ হোম লিমিটেড, প্রবাসে মায়ের হাতের ছোঁয়া।
We're back. It's the third section of the ILFL Soccer Night show here on NTV. And now we're going to have the Challenge Cup draw. It's the quarterfinals of the ILFL Challenge Cup. 8 teams in the hat over my shoulder to the right. Going to be drawn by the guys from Bromley Juniors. They're not in it, so we can't be fixed. And we're going to see who comes up against who. Let's see who's going to go all the way. I know Rash is looking forward to maybe going all the way. Will his Beaumont youth team get there? Who knows? Let's see. Guys, it's down to you. Take it away. Who's going to draw the first team out of the hat?
So the first team is Beaumont Youth.
Beaumont Youth. Here we go. You're going to find out nice and quickly, Rashid, who you're up against. And that is going to be, it's going to be a tough one.
They'll play.
It's going to be a tough one.
Oh, that'll be interesting. Reach out.
They're playing Reach Out. Oh, there. Can you see the look on Rashid's face? All of his semi-final dreams just evaporated. Okay, so next one.
Next is
Great game. Great game.
That'll be fun.
St. Catherine's under-21.
St. Catherine's under-21s. Well done to you guys, playing good football at the moment. Can you get yourself into a semi-final of the cup? Now, there's a carrot for you. Who are you up against?
They are going to play Burdett FC.
St. Catherine's up against Burdett. Well done, St. Catherine's. And to you, Burdett. Either one of you could go either way. That one. We'll hold your hand later on. And the next draw. Next team out of the hat.
Ooh, Tower Hamlets B.
Tower Hamlets B. Strong team. They will be looking to go all the way. Who wants them or doesn't want them, as the case may be?
They are going to play Weavers.
Weavers up against Tower Hamlets B. Hey, do you know what? There could be some upsets here. You never know. And so the final two, let's call them out just for posterity. You guys know who you are out there. But now for clarification, seventh team out of the hat is
Stepney B.
Stepney B, another team who've got aspirations to make in the Challenge Cup finals, and it could be for them. They are up against
SCTA.
SCTA. That's another good game, I think. You never know what's going to happen in the cup. We've heard that said many times. Thank you very much, gents, for drawing those teams out. Here's the caption for you again, in full on screen for you. The ILFL Challenge Cup quarterfinals will be Beaumont Youth versus Reach Out, St. Catherine's under-21 against Burdett FC, Tower Hamlets B versus Weavers, Stepney B versus SCTA. Rash, discuss.
Well, based on the form and results, the two teams or one team that you'd like to avoid would have been Reach Out. They're the team on form, the most favourite
But we know
team.
Beaumont Youth fear no one.
Yeah, but what we are Beaumont Youth are playing, I think it'll be a test. That'll be the ultimate test. Obviously, Reach Out is a good team and they're the favourites. I don't mind being the underdogs because sometimes the underdogs can actually, get the result looking for it. You never know with the cup, as you said, it can be done. But if they give 100% and they try their best, that's all I can ask for from Beaumont Youth.
What else stands out for you there, Nano?
St. Catherine's under-21 versus Burdett.
Good game for them.
It was a good game. St. Catherine's, they always fought back, but Burdett, I have to give it to them. They changed, they flip modes. As soon as they feel like they're threatened, they change the tactic, they up the bar, and they really do give it. And they're well-organised team, but I mean, St. Catherine's under-21, they've had a chance to play with them, and things could be different next time around.
Shaq, Tower Hamlets B, SCTA, those two going through, or can we see things, is there a banana skin there in Weavers and Stepney B?
I think there's a banana skin there. I really think football's a funny game. It's a very funny game.
Which one? Both of them? One of them? Weavers? Stepney?
I'll be for the love of the game and for the interest of the viewer. I think I'd like to see both of them.
Yeah, you'd like to see Weavers and Stepney being cause some upsets there.
I would like to. Yeah, it'd be very, very interesting. Very
That's all right, Shakil. I like it when you don't sit on the fence. Put your neck on the line. Why not? And let's see what happens. Guys, listen, those quarterfinals are going to take place in a few weeks. The date will be confirmed, but it's not far away, and that's another one that we will be talking about in a few weeks. We spoke about teams. You heard me say it in the first section of the show, and you said about reach out, maybe making semi-finals, both cups. Reach out could possibly win it, but definitely a semi-final contender here.
Definitely, they're one of the teams in form, and they're looking good at the moment. I like the fitness, the way they play is one of the teams to look out for, definitely.
Discipline as well.
The discipline as well.
Very important.
Who's going to make the final with them? If Reach Out were to make the final, I'm not going to ask Rash because he's going to say not SCTA. But who would you say?
I would like to see SCTA. I really do. I really fancy them. They are a bunch of young youth who are upbringing the youngsters for future, and that's what I like to see. I like to see future players, and they're hungry, and that's what we need. We need hungers.
And Nanu, St Catherine's under 21 to get to the semi-finals. Would that be a success for them? That would be a huge success for the under 21.
I mean, not just the motivation. I mean, it will be a huge morale boost, definitely. I mean, these kids, they need something, and it's just a matter of time. If they don't win any games, I mean, not sure what's going to happen. I mean, some of them might even just be inclined to stay home. You know, that team needs to win 100%, and without that, I don't see them going anywhere.
With that team, let me ask this question. Is it a team that will stay together and still be under 21s? Will it be under 22s? Or are there one or two who have aspirations to move up into the first team?
There's one or two that has aspirations, definitely.
Let's talk about them. Who are they? Name them.
One of them's Erend, and the other one's Horace. Two of them. They're really good players. I mean, Erend, I've seen him take 3 or 4 players and still score a goal. He's really, really good. And Horace, he's one of the top wingers, I mean, in that division. I have to give it to him. He's very, very good. And he's got huge ambitions as well. He wants to climb up the ladder, and I think he's making inquiries about joining the first team. And they've got an eye for him as well.
And for you, Rash, in Beaumont Youth, let's name one or two, you know, and give them some credit live on air.
I like my keeper, Minhas, and Chaka, who plays up front. He's a really handful, really skillful and very pacey, so he's looking good. Overall, the team, what I like is we have a high turnout. We always have 8-7 subs at least every game. So for me, that's good. And they all turn up early, an hour before the kickoff, and they do the drills, the warm-up, etc. So the preparation's really good so far in the league. So hopefully it continue and carry on, and hopefully they're more successful.
We've had a full rundown of all of the divisions, or all of the teams in all of the divisions, the cups that gone, the cup that is to come. We've come, I don't know, we're almost a third of the way almost through the season. Who's the best team you faced so far in your division?
In the first division, Reach Out. Far the better side.
What is it about them?
It's the energy, it's the discipline. They want to win every ball, even in they come an hour early to get prepared, and get the mindset ready for the game. And that's very important. That's very, 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 very important.
And next best after Reach Out?
I like to see SCTA. Them two do face sometime in the league, but
yeah, in the next couple of weeks.
And one thing about Reach Out is they're very disciplined. I mean, when they were 7-0 up, 8-0 up against us, their back four was so disciplined. They were intact. You know, the back four was always disciplined. You know, there were good communication from the keeper to the defender, from the keeper to the striker, even. So that's good communication they have in their team there, which is something to look forward to.
Great to learn from as well.
Yeah, it's
when you're up against that, you're looking at that, you learn from that.
You learn from it, definitely. You learn from it, and that's what different teams will look at and say.
It was a good training session for my kids. It was, that's what I said to her after the game. It's a training session for me, guys. Learn from that, see what you can take it. And great experience. Great experience.
So what have you learned? Come on, being a young player now, you come in, like you said, you're a young player, you've come in, you've been given the opportunity, and apart from getting your chance to have 15 minutes of fame on this show, what have you learned on the football pitch?
I think on the pitch I've learned physical discipline, definitely. I mean, you know, you have to be physically fit. 90 minutes, you have to be running. So that leads to mental discipline as well. You know, if you're asleep on the first minute or the last minute, you know, it can cost you dearly. As you see, and you know, football's it's a crazy sport, and it's sometimes can be end up in tears as well. you know, 89th minute goal or the 90th minute goal, as we've seen.
Forgiving. Yes,
You know,
it is.
so in a way that does teach you mental discipline, something we can apply to, you know, reality, you know, in our own lives. So I think that's how football helps us on the pitch and off the pitch as well,
With the help of me.
with the help of managers and players.
Listen, it's good to
everything
hear,
else.
and it's nice to have one of the young players from the league here on the show to talk about exactly what it is. It's nice to hear from you. We hear, we talk about you guys, but it's one thing you don't want to hear from us all the time because we're old. And, you know, it's nice to hear from you guys talking about your experiences, what you learn, and to hear about your love of the game. I mean, this is what we're here for with ILFL, isn't it?
That's exactly the point. I think what the brother discussed about life skills off the pitch. Football can teach you a lot of things. What we discussed before about preparation, you can use that skill in your outside life as well, by being prepared in knowledge, fitness, what you eat, exercise, training. There's so many things, skills we can take from football into our outside life and make a difference.
It's been another good show. Gentlemen, from my right to my left, thank you very much for your contribution today. Like I said, sometimes it's not all about watching the goals and the action that happens on screen. Sometimes it's about having a debate and talking seriously about the football and the development, the grassroots football development that has been produced and conducted here by the Inner London Football League. So thanks to everybody that takes part, the hundreds of you that take part in the teams right across the league, to all the club managers, to all the clubs who take part, to you for watching this show, because we could not do it without you. We've come to the end of another Soccer Night show. So, as always, thanks to the guys behind the screen who make it all happen. It is all seamless and perfect as always. We're out of time. I'm out of here, as the rest of the guys are. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next Monday on the ILFL Soccer Night show. Good night.